everybody.
We haven't done this in so long.
Oh my god, you got
Again.
this. Wait, me? Hey, everybody.
Welcome. What do I say?
Welcome to Kitchen and Best Friends.
I'm Kimberly.
I'm Amanda.
This is my kitchen.
You're here.
We're friends.
We made it. It's been a while. Because I was gone. I filmed a movie.
I didn't.
But you did have a baby shower.
I had a baby shower.
You did.
I've grown.
She has. My goodness.
Here I am.
I mean, I love it. I have a gift from a peach, and I don't know which one. I got home to this. So sorry.
Show yourselves.
Please tell me who gave me this amazing gift.
Or hustle.
Professional streamers. Yeah, Kev. Oh, welcome, Kev. You are
welcome. Hello.
You're a new follower. Ding ding. Where's our ding ding?
She's over here.
There's the sound.
Let's get back into it.
Oh my gosh. Hi, Star Runner. Hi, everybody. Thank you guys for... Yes.
And Fetzer has been a
It
year.
is an awesome t-shirt. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. 11 months, 12 months. Guys, we missed our anniversary.
I know.
We've been doing this for a year.
You forgot our anniversary,
I forgot
darling.
it. I was off being a star. I don't know what you want from me.
I don't know. She's a princess now, so we're back in the kitchen.
I got to be a princess, guys. It was so cool.
That's so fun.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, I just was off in Atlanta filming a movie that is like a little Hallmark rom-com ditty.
Yeah.
And I got to be princess. It was really fun. I played tennis in heels. I was supposed to like take them off and do it barefoot, and then the asphalt was so hot, and I was like, no. And they were like, well, can you run in those heels? And I was like, yes. And then the guy playing the prince actually played tennis and did a good job at it. So he was like going, and I was like, like that was the bit, but also I was very much really doing it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Wait, what
it
is that
was
thing?
Oh, Star Runner. Thank you for the subscription. And there's a hype train.
Ah!
Oh, and Shadow King. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Missed all the things. And Cade and Fettuccine. Good lord, we're bad at this.
Well, everyone, there's a hype train. It's
practice.
teal, so it matches my house.
Oh, I love a teal hype train.
Yeah, I've only ever seen them be purple. That's cool.
Can we customize them? I don't know.
Adam, look at that lighting. Yeah, there's a new light in my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And we are people who stare at lights.
Yes, we are.
So I have looked at it a few times.
Yeah, a fun production lingo. There's a word called striking. That is when somebody's turning on a light, they'll say striking and turn on the light. And I don't know what it is.
Right at the
Look
light.
Directly at the light. No, I know it's coming. I've known it I did it on set, and they were like, "What is wrong with you?" I was like, "I'm so sorry. I don't know." Anyway,
I just want to see.
and you can't after you've looked directly into
No!
the light. That's the kicker. Anyway, we're gonna make tiramisu today, but we're gonna do it strawberry style, which I'm very excited about. Didn't know that was a thing.
Neither did I.
I've never made tiramisu
Neither have I.
ever. And we're making gluten-free Ladyfingers from scratch.
I've never made them in
Neither
either
have
way.
I. Okay, great.
Also, we're just jumping right back into soft peaks, stiff peaks.
Oh no, we are, aren't we?
Yes.
Cool. It's gonna go great.
It's gonna be great. And I was just like, oh, we really chose a way to return.
Listen, it seems pretty straightforward, which is always kind of the worst, but I think it'll be great. I think
we
it'll
can do
be
it.
really fun. We're gonna do, so it's basically like beating...
Oh yes, apparently it's not really
Style.
tiramisu if it's not espresso, so this is a tiramisu-inspired strawberry cake that I saw on TikTok.
Tiramisu-sorta.
Tiramisu-sorta. Oh,
Yeah.
that's fun.
Yeah.
That's
By
what
the
we call
way,
it on
the
YouTube.
pun, the title of this episode, Kimberly came up with, and I really appreciate it. We tiramised you.
We did.
And that brings me so much joy. Will it still have the coffee twang to it? You know, Kev?
Nope.
It won't. We could probably like do espresso mascarpone. One time I bought mascarpone, and did espresso style. I made sure not to do it this time, but could have.
Wait, have you seen this new, like every little coffee shop has like a strawberry latte?
No.
Like an iced strawberry vanilla latte.
I have not seen it.
And I always just go, ugh. Yeah, the one by work.
Interesting. I think it's probably tasty. Strawberry's good, right? Strawberry's
But with
vanilla
coffee?
Well, it's sweet.
I don't know.
I don't know. Fruity coffee?
Jay says yum.
Jay
so okay.
wants it.
Jay's favorite flavor is strawberry. Last night, so a few nights ago, I got home with a bunch of treats, and Jay goes, "Oh, so you're pregnant today? Like pregnant today?" Because I like stopped at the bodega and I was like, got us each a drink, but then also a different drink, and then also like a crunchy snack, and then also a sweet treat. And the sweet treats were those like ice cream eclairs.
Ooh,
But I got myself a chocolate one and him a strawberry one.
Nice.
And he didn't eat his that night. And then last night he was like, is there a sweet treat in the house? And I just said, have you eaten your strawberry eclair? And the way he lit up like a tree to go to the freezer and get his strawberry eclair.
There is nothing better than the surprise sweet treat availability. I totally get that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I was like mad that I'd already eaten my chocolate one.
Mm-hmm.
But I have M&M's somewhere in here too.
Ooh, I got a whole thing of M&M's for bonus action the other day, and we did not eat nearly enough of them, so now they are a staple in our household, I guess. He was working on a movie. Amanda, was this your first movie? Oh, kind of. So I have been the lead in 3 films, technically, blah, 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 blah. But the level was significantly higher for this one. It was a lower budget, but like decently sized. There was like 25 people on the crew.
Oh,
like,
wow.
It was a pretty big
undertaking.
Like there was like hair and makeup and wardrobe, but also all their assistants and like 5 PAs and like, grips and swings and lots of really big, gorgeous equipment. So, and I was like the true lead. Like there's like 110 pages in the script and I was in 103 of them, and it was like my story. So every day I was on set and I was most of the scenes every day. And we did 13 different days, which was a lot. It's a Switchmas-esque movie production, yes.
Yes. My mom's here. That's my mom.
Hi. How you doing? I'm so sorry.
But
I
you
missed
like
getting
coffee.
to see you. Guys, I missed Kimberly's baby shower because I got stranded in Charlotte. I was on my way home from Atlanta and I had a layover that was like 30 minutes in Charlotte too. So I landed getting ready to like sprint through the airport to get my connecting flight and got the notification that my flight was canceled. This was that Saturday night when it was like crazy fog in New York, I guess. And it just like
something was happening.
Something was happening, but it canceled because of weather. And then their next available flight was to go to Pittsburgh at midnight, sleep in the airport, and then fly back to Newark, I think, at like 9 in the morning.
No.
So, like, technically maybe could have still made your show, but I was like, that sounds terrible. And I had been up until 4:30 in the morning because of the wrap party the night before, and I was like, I cannot do this. So, fortunately, Adam's sister lives in Charlotte and took me in because the next available flight was Monday night. So I stayed Saturday night through Sunday into Monday, 6 p.m. was my next flight available. It was crazy. It was nuts.
And clearly, like, you weren't the only one in that position.
No, I got into a line at customer service that was 500 people deep. 500. They, like, came to the end of the line where I was, and they were like, guys, walk to Terminal D. It's like a 25-minute walk, but if you go there, there's, like, a much shorter line. So I walked there, and then there were, like, 5 people in line. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot.
Well, I'm glad you got home.
I missed you too, Gail. I'm so sad that I missed it. I was really, really bummed. That was the only thing that I was like trying to get home for. You know what I mean? Like not obviously seeing Adam, seeing the kitties, all the things, but like the time sensitive thing was like, oh, I can't make it to Kimberly's shower.
That's okay.
Oh well. Yay, Rexy! A whole year. Yeah.
Wowza.
Wowza. We need like a gong for a year. Yeah. That's nuts. Quentin and I will definitely let you know when the movie comes out. It's in post-production now, and I'm not entirely sure timeline and location and all the things, but as soon as you guys know,
do you think this
know.
is like a gateway movie for you to be in a Christmas Hallmark movie?
I mean, I am getting the impression, based on the people that I work with, that this is very much a gateway drug kind of movie. They have all worked on other ones of these before, and like, while I was there, the guy playing the prince and I both got, hey Jonathan, hi, Paleo, got an audition for another one that films in Miami that would have started on April 17th, and we would play the romantic leads. And I was like, I cannot do that. I can't do 2 of these in a row. Like, no. 1, that's not fair to Adam. 2, I just like mentally, emotionally cannot handle that workload twice in a row. He was like, yeah, I'll do it. He like did the audition. He didn't book it, which thank goodness, because we didn't finish until the 15th. So it would have been a 2-day turnaround. But they, like, I'm still getting these auditions. So like, theoretically,
that's so fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I would love to do another one of these. I had such an excellent time.
Adam says he wanted you to come home.
I also wanted to be home with you, sweetie. And thank you for
single cat dad life. For
single
3
cat
weeks.
dad life. He did well. Everyone was
good?
Everyone was good.
Peaches was a good boy?
Peaches was a very good boy, and he waited until I got home to get a tummy ache. So,
no!
like, good job, buddy.
So it's you.
It's me. Well, I'm the problem. I caused a kitty the tummy ache.
He was just so excited.
Probably. That's it. Yeah.
She's home, my tummy.
Welcome home. I tiramised you. Yeah,
see, it's a good pun.
It's a very good pun.
I thought of it in the shower.
All right, so speaking of, let's make some Ladyfingers.
Yes.
So this is a pretty...
Oh, you ready to a new pregnancy symptom?
Yes.
I can't quite reach this to pull it, so would you mind? I also can't really reach the soap.
It's so sweet.
There's a kid in the way.
Bud.
Okay, good.
Oh, I love it. Okay. All right, so we're going to separate some eggs, which is one of my favorite things because it's texture time.
Want to use little guys?
What? Oh, like little bowls? Yeah. So we're separating 3 eggs. So we're going to do...
I mean, technically we're separating 4, but we're only using 3 yolks, but 4 whites.
Which is confusing to me, but okay.
So randomly throw away the 4th yolk.
No, eat it. Make it. Ah, crap. That's a little bit of yolk, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. This is probably one of those things... All right. This is one of those things where you don't want to have any contamination, right?
Yeah.
Shoot. Sorry. Do you want to go?
Let me get another egg.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and wipe that out before we start.
Huh? This is a new one.
Oh, it's a new one. Okay. Well, there's a little, like, dusty in it.
Oh.
I got it with my finger, and then I was like, oh, let's try it. You want to try?
Sure. Oh. Hello.
Oh, my God. Okay, so...
I just did it the wrong way.
We'll have scrambled eggs after. This is fun. How many eggs do you have?
Well, here's a yolk. We have a lot of eggs.
Okay, great.
What are we doing?
It's
Okay,
fine.
hi.
We're gonna get it. We're back. Everything's gonna be fine. Okay, so that's our yolk. We need a fresh one for whites. Okay. Okay.
So hold it over this one.
Hold it over this one. There's also the garlic trick. Have you ever heard of that? Where you put garlic on your fingers and then you can pick up the yolk, which I find fascinating. But I've never tried it, so I'm kind of inclined to not try it today. Ooh. I think that's good.
2 yolks.
All right. So that's 2 yolks. This is 1 egg white.
Yes.
Right? Okay. So now this is going to be 2 egg whites.
It's a very gloopy white.
It is a gloopy white. I'm trying not to pierce the yolk. Bleep. Yeah, get in there.
I can't. It's like boogers.
Ooh. There we go. All right. 3 yolks. 2 egg whites. Wait, we only need 3 yolks, right? 3 yolks.
Yes.
4 egg whites. Okay.
So now get trash eggs back.
So this is where our new yolks can go.
Jay, you want an omelet?
All right. So this is 3rd egg white, and we're going to need 1 more egg white.
The ice cream man.
Exciting. Yay, trash eggs. Has anyone ever tried to use a plastic bottle to suck the yolk out?
No, I've seen that too. But I feel like the
No.
whole point is that they shouldn't touch, although I guess they're touching in the egg, so I don't know.
Oh, yeah. That's interesting.
Wait, why wouldn't this be 4 already?
I thought that was 3.
That was 3. Oh, right, because I messed up.
We had an extra one. Okay.
Great.
But we can also weigh it to make sure, which I think we should do.
Probably. Good thing I have so many of these little bulbs.
Oh my god. All right.
Okay. So it should be 175 grams worth of egg whites. 162?
162, close
That
enough.
seems fine.
That seems fine.
Okay, so
Just a
those
little less flour, maybe.
plus cream of tartar.
Okay.
The biggest
White
thing of
and
cream of tartar in the
God.
world.
We need how much of that?
1/8 of a teaspoon.
Ooh. Hee-hee. Okay.
You know that this is my dad's ringtone? The ice cream man?
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
That's cute. So one of the things, I don't know, I remember if we announced this on stream or if I just like learned it afterwards, but the reason we were having trouble whipping things up the last time we were doing egg whites is because we were using the carton.
Boxed kind.
The box kind, which it's homogenized in some capacity, which means there's something added to it that made it not want to whip up. I've also seen this cool spinny thing that you put the egg in. It spins it to scramble it within the eggshell, so then you can make hard-boiled scrambled eggs.
That sounds gross.
Ooh.
I've seen that too. But the plus part of a hard-boiled egg is the differentiation of texture.
Yeah, that's true. Interesting. Huh. Okay,
So we want soft peaks first, and then we'll add some powdered sugar, and then we want
quarter cup, and then beat until shiny stiff peaks. Okay, and this is the powdered sugar, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so quarter cup.
Okay, let's take the trash eggs.
We'll just have an omelet after. Sounds great. Honestly, omelet with strawberry tiramisu sounds like a perfect little brunch.
Very French.
Yeah. Speaking of French, what French pastry is your baby this week?
Oh, something weird. Pain d'épices.
What is that?
A bread made for sharing, this wheat stock-shaped baguette tears into individual rolls.
Oh, it's a tear and share.
Yeah. Or a celery bunch.
Okay.
Or a Care Bear, which I find the cutest.
Oh, that's the cutest one. Little Care Bear.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to preheat the oven.
Okay. Although I guess we have the beating for 8 to 10 minutes, so.
True. That's not good.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? That's already looking fluffier than it did last time.
True. All right.
All right. Shiny stiff peaks set aside, and then in a new bowl, we need to do yolks, sugar, and beat 1 minute, then turn to high, beat to 8 to 10 until yellow, thick, and nearly 3 times the volume, which I find very interesting. Oh, the relief in my heart watching those actually start to live.
Yep. That would have been a very sad way to return to you all.
Yeah.
If we were just like, I guess we're just making some strawberry sauce and cream.
Oh my god, Rex. It seems weird, but I'm weird, so it works out. LOL. Have I ever told you guys, I feel like I probably have on stream, the story of like losing all my best friends because I was weird in middle school? It's, you know, you gotta find your fellow weirds, because otherwise, what a sad life.
Here we all are.
Oh my god. Do you follow any Elise Myers on TikTok?
Yes, of course.
Her like, if I'm too much for you, go find Lex. Just like found its way into my little algorithm recently, and I was like, I probably want more. Yeah, that's still, I think, foamy. Weirdos United! Ding ding! Yeah, man, fight weird! Oh, how's your butt? Huh? You okay?
Yeah, I just had a really sore throat.
Oh.
Like a perpetual, fun, congested thing. I think it's that, like, I was already congested all the time. Because my blood vessels, you know, there's so much blood in my body now. It's everywhere. And so then when my allergies were acting up this week, it was just like a, hey, why don't you just leak?
Yeah, that tracks.
Because it's just been, like, clear, you know? It's just allergies. But it's been so
to look
much.
Like shop peeps.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm very proud.
I'm so proud. Stay weird. Normal is so overrated. You are absolutely right, Kev. Absolutely. Alright. That looks really promising.
Soft!
Soft and peaky! All right, and now we add the sugar and beat until shiny stiff peaks. All right, 15.
It says it should take a minute or so. Oh, wait, no.
That's later,
Yes.
yeah. It's happening. I'm gonna turn
We're
on
doing
Charlotte
it.
and show everybody.
Oh, yeah.
She getting
We're doing it.
Bossy, we're doing it. All right. Allergies have been no joke for season. Yeah, one of my students was like really suffering with allergies.
Really
I
bad.
hadn't anything too bad, knock on all the things, but my allergies are so selective. Every once in a while, they'll like hit me like a truck.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's so weird. It's so random. Are you thinking this for the egg or like wash?
It
this out?
says to just put these in a separate bowl and then use this bowl for the other one.
Got
It
it,
doesn't say
okay.
to wash it out or anything.
Okay. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I guess having yolks with a little bit of white in them is not as bad as having whites with a little bit of yolk in them. Oh my god.
No.
Seasonal allergies and COVID within a month? I'm so sorry. That sucks. Oh, that looks so happy.
It looks like whipped cream in a way that I want to dip into it, but I know that it's not.
Not gonna taste happy. Well, I don't know that it would taste that bad.
That's true, but it's just raw eggs.
Yeah. You want a second?
I do.
I mean...
Oh my god! We did it!
I'm so proud!
I'm so proud.
Oh, I can't believe we did it!
Can you just make sure? Yep. No sugar. Okay, let's gently fold it out into the other.
That felt like such a high stakes moment. I can't believe it actually worked. You know what? I'm really glad we failed all those times because this is so much more satisfying.
This would be like old hat to us by now, but we're like, look what we did!
Yeah. All right, so we're putting that in here.
Yeah.
All right, and then interesting. Okay, so you wrote new bowl yolks and sugar.
Well, I was gonna get my other mixing bowl out and just get a new bowl, and then I forgot. It's all the way in the back.
Well, my question was sugar. That's going to be the granulated sugar for this next part. Is that right?
No, the rest of the powdered sugar.
The rest of the powdered. Okay, got it. Got it. Where does the other sugar come into play? Just with the
sauce.
The sauce? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. I did read this recipe a couple times, but you know. All right, and we don't have to rinse that up?
Nah. Okay.
Okay.
Floofy floofy.
Floofy, floofy. Look how happy. Look how stiff. Looks so cute. Okay.
Yolks.
East no yolk. All right, and how much powdered sugar? How much more powdered sugar?
2/4 of a cup. So half
Half
a
a
cup.
cup. Okay.
Or you just use these two.
2 of these?
Two of that guy.
Two of
It's
these?
already there. Why would dirty something else?
You're right. When you're right, you're right. Oh. All right, and beat 1 minute and then turn to high.
Yeah.
Okay, so just basically get it so that it's
Like,
homogenized
Yeah.
and then start to whip. That was a moment if I've ever seen one.
how do clips work? Like, do you have like a time limit
To
with
like,
which to clip?
I guess because you have to go back and clip it, right? I don't know.
Or
would
do you
think
have
we'd
to,
know
like,
how
in the
Twitch
moment
works.
be like, clip! And then it just does the last 30 seconds or something?
I don't know. That is a
I
good
don't know
question.
either.
Anybody Twitch savvy can tell us?
Yeah. Not us, the ones on the screen.
All right. Getting there.
Yeah.
This guy. And then we're thinking, so it has to beat for 8 to 10 minutes until trickled in size, which is fun. Oh, Gary, I have all these channel points that I would totally be down to use for tea time breaks or snack breaks. How do you use them for that?
I think he's trying to give us an idea of what to do with channel points because we
Okay.
don't have anything currently to
We
do.
had ideas.
We're back, Gary. That's enough.
Which, fun fact, met Gary for the first time.
First time?
So, he walked in the door and I was like, I don't think we've ever actually met face to face, or if it was at like a peak social anxiety moment for me. So
like
I
a
don't
random
retain
big
any
party,
of it, or like your wedding or something. And I'm like, I can imagine
at our wedding, but
like
it was so long
if
ago.
it was that, like it was such a fleeting or quick or just like not enough interaction that I was like, yeah, hi.
Well, that's so funny. Doesn't he give really good hugs?
Gary, you didn't hug me, man.
Oh.
Oh.
If you let him, he'll crack your back while he hugs you.
Oh, next time.
Okay, cranking.
Alright, and we want it to triple in size. So that is what we're looking for. So currently, you guys can get an idea of, she's so wee. Alright, so we'll see what happens. Should we put a timer on? Oh,
Yeah.
8 minutes. And so we thought while this is happening, maybe, very sure, I wasn't able to know if we met Jay and Kimberly's kitchen, or if I just know you from Kitchen and Investment. Very fun.
There.
But we thought we'd make the strawberry sauce. So what we're going to do is do some strawberries and basically make like a strawberry jam, effectively, right?
Yeah, like
With a little,
like a jam and a simple syrup.
Right, like watered down with a little bit of lemon in it, and that's what we're going to sort of roll the Ladyfingers in once they're made.
Instead of espresso.
Instead of espresso, which is what makes this strawberry tiramisu. Tiramisu.
Tiramisu. Okay. I think we just do like 1 to 1. So I'm going to use the end of this.
Great. And then I can cut. Where is that? I've got to go.
3/4 of a cup. That's about right. There were no measurements.
There were not. We were just guessing. But as long as it's like sugary and strawberry and thin enough that we can roll things in it, I think we're fine.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, we made bonus action the other night. We did the D&D thing, and Gary was there. That's why I got to meet him, and we had the most fun. I am so excited for you guys to see that product. Even if D&D is not your thing, it was so goofy and fun. Everybody's so funny. It's gonna be an amazing time. Oh, Fettuccine, thank you for the gifting sub.
Woohoo!
To Gary.
Yay, Gary, why weren't you surprised?
Rex also never got a hug from Gary. I don't know.
I suggest everyone hug Gary. At least once in your life.
Just whip it.
Yeah, it's definitely like changing color.
Fun.
This many?
Yeah. Do we add the lemon now or later?
Yeah.
Great.
Who's gonna be mad if there's extra strawberry sauce in my house?
I think the only thing we need to leave berries for is a little layer of like actual strawberries. But like, our thing is not that big.
No.
Yeah.
It looks kind of funny.
You ever like randomly hum 3 notes and then get a song stuck in your head?
Yeah.
Oh wait.
What's happened to you?
A song that I got in my head that was gonna be that. Let the rain fall down with my
You mean the
dreams.
Hills theme song?
The what?
The theme song's for Hills.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh my god, I didn't know that. Guys, I know
Where's the
nothing
Laguna
about David. I
Beach?
can't stop thinking about bonus action. Gary, yes. Oh hey Ray! And Fettuccine has been subscribed to us longer than Adam, which is hilarious.
Good job, Beth.
Hey Hustle! How's it going? Here's a food-related question. How long do you keep fresh strawberries? And do you keep them in the fridge or on the counter?
Fridge until they go bad.
I would think fridge.
And they go bad when I look at them.
Are they in the
bad.
fridge in the grocery store?
Yeah.
They are. Yeah.
I just listened to a long podcast about eggs.
Oh.
Because America is the only country that keeps our eggs in the fridge.
Yes. But there's a reason for that, right?
No.
Oh.
It's just that people are like, well, you might as well to be safe.
Definitely lighter and fluffier.
Yeah.
Cracks in the thing. Stream got scrambled. Oh no!
Oh no, Jaybird! Oh, we're back.
The woos!
But we're unstable.
Oh, hi, Barbara!
Barbara's reached us 2 times.
Alright, I think we're good. Hold tight, everyone! Thank you, Gary. Oh my god.
We're back. Can you see us? Can you see us?
I need Hera. I don't know what happened, Star Runner. I think that might have been the food woos. We are, just still cooking strawberries and whipping up egg yolks, so all is well on our end. Thank you for sticking with us. All right, thank you for the subscription. 10-month streak. Woo-hoo. Whoops, got into the batter. Oh my god. B, I almost like the whoops instead of the woos. I feel like we gotta come up with our own version of the woos. But that's like baking related. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know. What's the thing that can like get into like separated batter? You know what I mean? Like something that like happens that ruins everything.
Splits.
The splits. We back. I was just saying that the one song that gets stuck in my head is the morning song that Jay sings. I was singing it at work Friday morning. I mean, it's a fun song. It's catchy. It's not a bad one to have stuck in your head. Also, I feel like it sets a good tone for the day.
It does.
That is whipping up.
For sure.
Yeah.
Looks like mayonnaise.
It does a little bit. Now that you said that, yuck yuck.
Oh.
If you don't automatically see the Kitchen at Best Friends stream starting back up, refresh your page or app now. Thanks, Gary.
Thanks, Gary.
Hey, AP! How's it going? Welcome. Oh my gosh, so many people hanging out today. Thanks for coming, guys. I know we've been gone for quite a long time.
I know, so thanks for returning with us.
Yeah. We will hopefully be back at least for a little while until Baby Schmidt makes his entrance.
Into the world.
Into the world. Well, and then I'll be gone for a minute. AP, Atlanta was amazing. It was so cool. I felt, I was saying this to Adam, I have not ever had an experience that was so validating. Like, I felt so comfortable in my own skin. I was so confident. I was so sure of myself. I was like, yeah.
And you were worried.
I was.
That would not be the case.
But I also had this moment of like, okay, so anybody who has big dreams, right? When a dream starts to finally like come to fruition, there's this moment of like, okay, this is it. Like, I hope I like it. I hope I like the day-to-day work. I hope I like what this looks like. And I was really worried with this one because I'd never had such a large workload on my shoulders in such a short amount of time. And I was like, if I don't like this, then that might just mean that this dream that I've been chasing is not actually for me. And so I was like really worried that I would get out there and be like, oh, this is too exhausting, or like I'm getting annoyed, or I'm getting like angry, or I can't do it, like I fail. You know, I just had all of these big fears, and I got out there and I was like, oh yeah, this is exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. This feels so good. This feels so right. Give me all of the lines. I got it. I memorized all, like I had no trouble with memorizing 103 pages of freaking dialogue. Like, not no trouble. Like it's not like I was perfect all the time, but like I had no self-consciousness about it. I was not like, it was so cool. And at the end, the director pulled me aside and she was like, Amanda, I watched 700 women audition for this role. You were my top choice. Thank you for saying yes. Like, she was so validating.
Oh my
she was
goodness.
so nice. It was the coolest experience. I had so many like of the crew member come up to me afterwards and just be like, like you made our job so easy. Like, this was so, like, it was so freaking cool. Ugh. I cannot say enough good things about it. It was amazing.
Okay, I'm adding the vanilla and the salt.
All right. This is just cooking over here.
Yeah.
All right, vanilla and salt. I mean, yum. Vanilla, salt, eggs, sugar.
And then a little flour. A fourth of a cup of the flour.
Just 1/4? Okay.
Where did that little fourthy go?
I don't know. Oh, did it get all syrupy?
No. Oh, but I only said a weight for the flour. Because it had like some weird measurement, like 7/8 of a cup.
Oh.
So why don't we weigh out the flour?
Okay.
And then pull from there.
Good idea. Yeah.
123 grams.
Okay. Oh, thank you guys. Oh, you're so sweet. I hope it will be in a Switch Miss one day. We'll have to kind of wait and see how it all plays out. I'm hoping everything goes well in post. Although apparently the distributor and the executive producer were like, they churn out like 5 of these a month, and they were saying it's like the best one they've ever done. They were so excited about it. They said that it looked like double the budget that it was. Like, they were really happy. So fingers crossed. It was a really positive experience. It was really cool.
Jay, can you smell this strawberry sauce?
Oh, so Ray, the movie is called The Prince and the PA, and I don't know yet where you'll be able to see it. That's a question mark at the moment, but I will certainly let you guys know as soon as I know.
Go ahead, man.
I didn't lose you guys on my feed.
Oh, really?
Oh, we lost ourselves here.
Yeah.
We lost ourselves.
I had you guys the whole time.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah, that's so weird.
Interesting.
Well, Jay's just better than you guys, I guess. Can you smell the strawberry sauce?
I really can't, yeah.
But yeah, you guys can find The Prince of the PA on IMDb if you want to look it up. It's got it's very, very silly. It's very fun. The cast was great. I really enjoyed working with them. They're all extraordinarily talented. There were a couple people that it was like their very first movie. A couple of the background, it was their very first time doing extra work, and we got to, chat, and it was just a very warm, wonderful working environment.
That's so nice.
Oh, thank you, AP.
That's so good.
Yeah,
The
it was
film
so
industry
positive.
cannot always be like that.
It cannot always be that. No, I was so lucky.
Okay, now add the rest of the flour.
In 2 to 3 batches, there's not that much left to add. That's
I know.
interesting.
Should we switch to a paddle attachment for the bringing the whites in?
Yeah.
I just worry because it says it's going to get thick.
And it does say fold until smooth once we add the egg whites, so we don't want to.
So let's just do that.
Okay. Prince
Switching out the
Rupert.
paddles.
Yes, his name is Prince Rupert.
Played
Played by Scott Cooper, who is from South Africa and
no relation.
Yeah, Cooper Schmidt. Lucy Woods was my character. She wore lots of Leslie Knope pantsuits in pastel colors, which was very much not my vibe.
Yeah.
So she was definitely, I related to her a lot, but she was very different than my normal self. So it was kind of fun to get to do character work. I got to act on a boat. I got to be at this huge mansion where Creed 3 filmed. It's really crazy. The boat was very cold. I was in this little dress, and I had to pretend it was summer. And so everyone else was in parkas and ski masks and stuff, and I was in this little dress, and the wind was whipping up and stuff. And so then they yell action, and I just have to be what a nice day. It was quite an experience. And got a little seasick on the boat.
No.
And then there was Captain Dave, who was watching helping us with the boat. He was the supervisor, and his wife had made one of the top chemistry textbooks of all time, so they were just living off the royalties.
Prince is cute.
Isn't he? Oh my gosh, he's so attractive. He did a great job. He was very princely. He was also just a big goober. He was so weird and so funny. There's a scene where he's playing with a tennis ball, and in between takes, he turns to me and goes, "You smell that? That's a new tennis ball, that is." I was like, "What?" He's like, "Oh, you smell like it." I was like, "Okay." Jay, thank you for the subscription. Captain Dave, no relation, Captain C, you're right. No, but Captain Dave was so nice. He was so sweet. He had are we supposed to fold it in? Or are we mixing it in first?
I was gonna do
Is
like
it just
a
'cause it's
little.
thick?
Yeah,
Okay.
to thin it out.
Yeah.
I don't know. So thick.
So thick.
There it goes.
There. Yeah, Captain Dave had like a miracle remedy for seed sickness that was basically just like essential oils. He passed it around. He's like, smell this for 30 seconds. You'll feel so much better. He does not use his South African accent, no, Gail. He does a British accent. The movie is set in New York, actually, ironically. We did film in Atlanta. But we were supposed to be in New York, and there's like, it's kind of Princess Diaries style. There's like a fake country.
Genovia?
Genovia, pretty much. No, it's called Pomerania.
That's not a great one.
And I'm not going to say too many more details about the plot and things just to, you know, maintain mystery. And also I'm not sure what I'm allowed to talk about. But it...
No.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay. Vanilla down.
You got it?
Got it.
Put the bowl down. Put the bowl.
Oh, yes. Sorry. Good eye for this. That's okay.
Okay.
Did it get on you at all?
Yes. Just on my toes.
I'm the silly toes. Also a little bit on the bone trap.
All right, and I can just hear my mom yelling at me, "Well, did you put the cap back on?" So the cap wasn't on, Mother, and I spilled the vanilla.
Oh, we got a first time chat. Hey, Cloud Runner. What's
Hello.
up?
We know you.
How you doing? My dog decided to become a lap dog and send a message. Oh, that's hilarious. All right, so we are folding in the egg whites. I guess we can probably bring this guy back.
Oh yeah.
And then we're supposed to do piping it, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
Do you have piping things?
Yeah, but I also have a gallon Ziploc over there.
All right. I did not bring mine over. I didn't think of that. I forgot.
It was a very satisfying plop.
Yeah.
My mom, you'll never learn. I've gotten much better about making sure they're screwed on all the way.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's important. All right. All right. So where do we want? You want to do like a one of these guys with a thing?
Yeah, it says 2 big ones with parchment. Here, do all this.
Love the 2 camera shots. Oh, thank you, Barbara. We're pro streamers. How are you doing, Barbara? I'm sorry I didn't get to chat with you earlier. She was on with Adam and I was tutoring.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Hey, did your children miss you? Are you back?
Kind of. My children, I had to tutor a little bit while I was there.
Oh, no.
On Sundays when I had the day off, just because that's how it all worked out. And you know, it was fine.
Okay, it's smooth.
I'm just gonna taste this.
What's wrong with it?
I think I just tasted like soap or something for a second.
Oh.
Nothing wrong with it.
Okay.
It's delicious. And there was like a little bitter taste, and I was like, oh, that's weird. And I think I just like had washed my... All right, so ooh, that is very satisfying and pillowy looking. Okay, so now You get this guy. You're good at this. You wanna cut it and like do? I don't usually work with these.
Oh, just pour this on in.
Just pour it on in before we cut.
Yeah, or else it'll come out.
That makes perfect sense. Okay, ready?
And also, my wrists are very weak right now, so I prefer you to pour. I want to burst like capillaries even.
Oh my gosh.
My doctor was like, "Oh, it's pretty standard." I was like, "Okay."
Your son is stealing all of your strength,
Yes.
your stability. Oh. Well, you are growing a whole human inside of your
Yeah,
body.
I guess he needs the energy or whatever.
I know. It's so wild.
I know. Yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Yummy.
Yeah. Very subtle.
I don't know why this feels too runny.
Well, I mean, it might be. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
Where are the scissors?
Oh, they might be on the table. Jay, where are the gray scissors? I haven't been able to find them in like days.
Which table? This table? I see scissors.
Oh, I brought them for bonus action.
There are no scissors at Adam's house?
We have many scissors.
What?
They're here. Give me a sec.
No, it's fine.
okay.
I found other scissors.
We're good.
Actually, I can't cut it.
Can I help?
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Ooh. Le goop. Okay. Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
And the thing about Ladyfingers and Tiramisu is they don't have to be pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never made anything like this before.
Me either.
Muffin says those scissors ain't gonna cut it. Do you want me to do around?
You need to. Oh. I was like, I need to just like real quickly.
Yep. Oh, your mom just asked if anyone wants to guess the baby shower theme.
Oh, yeah. Oh, those are good.
Yeah,
Okay. Oh, too close.
a little too close. Kimberly, how was the baby shower? Jay said you got a stroller. What kind was it?
I did. We got the Nuna Triv next with the Pippa Urban car seat.
Those words mean nothing to me.
Do they mean anything to anyone else? It's very fancy.
Oh, dehydrated steam.
You can see it from here.
Sebastian guesses Winnie the Pooh.
You would be correct.
Yay!
Okay.
All right.
Sure, into the oven.
Into the oven. Here
we'll
we go.
see what happens.
I'm gonna rip.
No.
Okay, one over.
Yeah.
All right. And these go for
12.
12 minutes. That's pretty quick. We'll see what happens, gang.
Unclear.
I hope that stroller folds down and compacts away. You do not need the gigantic beasts. Cloud Runner, I did not read beasts at first. I read breasts.
Oh, I was
Yes.
like, beets? It does. It folds very nicely when you like take the car seat out and then you can just like one hand, floop, it closed and put it over your shoulder.
I mean, thank goodness.
But right now it is not folded because it is currently also being used as storage. So it's just out right over there.
I do like the flavor of that.
Yeah.
It's nice. I'm going to rinse this because we're going to need it to whip the cream.
Yes.
Right?
Oh, yes. True. Let me move the berries.
Move the berries. I think we can probably go ahead and do tea time. Or do we want to whip the cream
Yeah.
first?
No, might as well.
Yeah. Because we want the Ladyfingers to cool before we
Yeah.
whip them.
It says to cool for at least 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Because Sarah.
And in tea time, we're going to do a little present. Because I went to a thrift store in Atlanta and
Oh.
had some fun. And thought of Baby Schmidt.
He loves a thrift store if he loves one thing. I essentially went to a thrift store because Jay's mom gave me some of Jay's baby clothes.
Oh.
Maybe I'll bring some over when there's not messy in here. But they're very cute.
That's so
And
sweet.
one of the things was his dad's too.
Oh my gosh.
And it's just like
Ugh,
the sweetest little sailor suit.
that is so cute.
I know.
Ah, I love it.
I'm gonna start a kettle.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I need the water though.
We're gonna try a tea today that I gifted Kimberly way too early in her pregnancy.
Some people say you can drink it all along, but I didn't.
Apparently it can induce labor. These are the things that I
Well,
should
it's
have known.
just like
Stimulate something, right? Like it's...
I don't really know. It like helps your muscles of some kind. But early on, if you do that too soon, then it
Could be a problem.
Oops. It was a tea that I was not allowed to sell pregnant people when I worked at a tea place.
And I actively bought it for her. Whoops. Does the prince bunny up as a young king bunny? What?
What?
Does the prince bunny up as a young king bunny?
I don't know what that means.
I don't either. AP, explain.
Like, is he gonna wear a bunny
I
suit?
don't know. There's more talking that I couldn't quite read. I may have missed something.
I have no idea.
Yes. I'm getting very excited to meet your little man.
Me too.
Yeah. I got to hang with my friend Chris and his daughter Dahlia the other day.
Oh yeah?
And
How's she
she's
doing?
gotten so big. She's like laughing. She was like interacting with me so much. It was so fun. Yeah.
He better laugh.
He's gonna laugh. Are you kidding me? He's gonna have the best laugh in all the land. There is no doubt in my mind. He will be the best little laugher. Oops. Oh, and Ethan has started sitting in high chairs, so he looks super cute.
Oh.
Like a little Gerber baby, and he doesn't have oxygen anymore. So he's like, doesn't look like a grumpy old man baby. Here, why don't I give the chair?
I was trying to be helpful,
Here, you switch with me.
but I'm larger.
Yes.
I'm trying to like
Oh, you got both
squeeze.
of them already.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
But I moved the light by accident.
Oh, I see. I'll fix it. So do we need the marshmallows, the strawberries to be mushier, or are they okay?
Yeah, it's fine, because we're just dipping, really.
Yeah, that's true.
I did this.
This little model. A model. Dress the Prince Bunny up in Jay's baby clothes. I see. Thank you, AP.
Yes, of
That
course. We're not putting Jay back in his baby
makes
clothes.
more sense. The second they can sit in high chairs, you get to do all the fun crafty things. Ooh. Love a fun crafty
Are you in the
thing.
mug that you gave me?
Yeah, sure.
And then I'll use the mug that Hustle just sent me.
Yes.
Think of the happiest things.
Oh,
I'm just helping you.
I had it. Present. And it says congrats on it because I accidentally bought a congrats grad bag inside of another bag. But then I was like, congrats, you're having a baby.
Yeah, that could be a congrats. I
Works.
feel like someone else gave us this bag.
Really? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Then I don't feel so weird. Felt like a strange sentiment.
You'll see, there are only a few.
They grow
Like
up
when you
too
get-
quickly. Our baby has just started crawling and not fun. She's getting into mischief. Oh boy.
See, I'm excited for mischief.
You
I
say
think
that
that'll be
now.
fun.
I think so too.
There.
I'm gonna eat one of these. And I got us brie.
Oh, yeah. What's the kettle?
I think it's the timer every time.
Do you ever get, like, annoyed by how you're supposed to open something and so you just rip?
Yeah.
It's about to just, like, this pops apart.
I do that so often and it frustrates Adam to no
Yeah,
end.
Jay too.
It's when that happens,
Oops.
I always feel
Get rid of
like the Zoolander moment where they're trying to get into the computer because the files are in the computer, and they're like, oh, ah, ah.
I ripped this one too.
Oh no.
Why are these bags so fragile?
Mm.
I ripped this one too. Oh, okay. We're good. But like, look.
Oh, it is so delicate. That's weird.
And the string is like inside of it.
Oh. Strange.
I know. Okay. Well, we did it.
Cheese.
Jeez.
My sister just had a baby a couple weeks ago. Oh, congrats.
Congrats!
AP. Still haven't gotten to see the baby in person. She keeps finding cookies and chocolate. That's my kind of girl. Kids grow up so fast. 1 minute, my 2-year-old nephew is mangling my name. The next, they're dropping a curse word in front of their grandparents. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh, her 6th kid? Can you imagine 6 kids?
No. I'm having trouble wrapping my mind around 1.
6 is so many.
Do you want a little toasty? I just kind of want to eat the cheese.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Also with strawberries.
Yeah, why not?
Because why not? Is that the kind of tea bag you can pull, like, to tighten it and squeeze all the tea out? Oh, I've never
No.
heard of that. That's a thing?
It
That's a
didn't
smart
look
thing.
like it would continue to squeeze.
It looked like it would break the bag if we committed to pulling it too intensely.
Let's see what is in this.
It's called Earth Mama Organics Raspberry Leaf Tea. Herbal labor tonic and menstrual support tea.
This apparently like eases like cramps, like if you have your period.
Right.
And so I guess it like
It was on a list of things to get a pregnant mama in her 2nd trimester. Like, that's where I found it. And I was like, oh, great, because it was a gift I got you for, I think it was
it helps tone the uterus to prepare for childbirth.
Oh. Ooh. Yay.
Yeah, I know.
7-year-old said I have to have another because he wants a brother. She's
Aw.
definitely my daughter wanting the chocolate. Oh. Oh my gosh. That. Having more than one at a time.
Child?
Yeah. Just like, can you imagine dealing with like an infant while there's also another child running around?
No.
That's scary.
Or while you are pregnant.
Or that. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people do it.
I know. Our parents, both of them.
Mm-hmm. Although my siblings and I are 3 years apart. So they had like a little bit of a, I don't know.
So they had the fun joy of potty training while they were had a newborn.
Oh. Have I ever told you about the time, I feel like I might have, where I pooped my pants just so that I could see who was at the door?
No.
So I was definitely old enough to know better. I was probably 4. Like, I was potty trained, still a young kid, but like old enough to know better and old enough to remember it.
Uh-huh.
And somebody came to the door, and I was so excited because we had a visitor. And I think it was like a salesperson. And I went and sat on the stairs, and I had to go poop so bad. But I didn't want to miss out on the adventure of someone coming to the door. So I sat there and pooped my pants. Just to, like, witness somebody being at the door. And then my mom closes, and I was like, Mom, I'm so sorry. I pooped myself. She was like, what? Why? I was like, I didn't want to miss out. So that was my,
Oh, no.
fun. I just started nannying a 4-month-old. Ooh. My kiddo comes with me, and the amount she wants to help is really sweet, but also so tough. Aw. Oh my gosh, teenager and toddler, fabulous combo.
Uh-oh.
Mine is fully potty trained, but always wants me to come with her to the bathroom. Oh, bless.
That's a thing.
Is that a thing?
Mm-hmm.
A little company?
Yeah.
My cats like to accompany me to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. No bathroom buddies.
There's my friend.
Yeah.
What if it takes a little while?
Yeah.
I can remember like being like 5 or something and be like, Mom, can you bring me a book? It's gonna take a minute. She did.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Love having something to read in the potty.
Yeah.
I remember at my grandparents, they used to always have the highlights magazines, and those were so
that's
fun
smart.
to read. I know. Puberty and toddler tantrums combined. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't sound fun.
Mm-mm. This smells interesting.
I know.
It's not what I expected. I expected it to be more berry.
Oh, wait. Formulated for pregnancy. Not to be.
Oh, there's another list of things. Okay, there was a little sign
like,
on there
what?
that said not for use during pregnancy. I was gonna be so mad.
What are like the ingredients? Because I just want to know if there's like other flavors involved.
I don't know.
I don't either. Okay.
I will find out.
Good for them.
As we taste. I recently had to tell her mommy's allowed to go potty alone. Oh yeah, no potty privacy, I guess.
Mm-mm. The best is when you're taking a child to go to the bathroom at work, and they go, "It was a number 2. Mommy always wipes." And you go, "Well, today's the day to learn."
Today's the day. Oh,
Sure.
okay.
The top looks fine. Maybe move the bottom to the top for a
Yeah.
little bit.
For another. Yeah, those definitely look cooked.
Those don't look uncooked.
Yeah.
Sorry. Just trying to do
Well,
like 1
1
minute.
minute. Because you don't want them undercooked if we're soaking them.
Yeah.
That's my
But like
thought.
if they're overcooked, we're soaking them. You know?
I mean, as long as we can stack them and soak them, they don't need to be pretty.
Exactly.
Do you think we needed to whip up the whites just a little bit more, or did we do too much mixing to make them, or is it just a gluten-free thing?
I have no idea.
I feel like I remember looking at the pictures and seeing them a little bit flatter, more widespread, so that might just be a gluten-free thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's like 1 or 2 of these that look really pretty.
Yes. Maybe they needed to sit.
It wasn't in the recipe.
No. But
maybe
those
they
are the
did.
last ones I piped.
Oh. So just to like hydrate a little bit more?
Yeah.
Maybe next time we'll try.
Our
If you
best
guys
friend,
like this,
sit gluten-free flour a little
yeah.
longer than you think you should. Bye, Ray.
Oh, bye, Ray. Thanks for hanging out.
Is anybody else obsessed with the fish song? I can't get it out of my head. Oh yeah, they're done. Just put it on top. Because they have lips.
Lips.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're gonna let those guys live for a little bit.
Should I open this?
Yeah.
I'm looking at your name, Aunt Amanda and Uncle Adam.
Mm-hmm.
And I raise you. My sister's name is Allison, so we've been going through like, his aunt is like an ant with an A.
Aunt A, yeah.
Hard. So she has started with her other friends being Auntie Allison.
Auntie Allison is cute. Auntie Amanda is cute.
I think so.
Auntie Amanda. That's a lot of syllables
Auntie
for a small
Amanda.
child. Auntie
Uncle
Amanda.
Adam.
Uncle Adam. That's cute. I mean, I'm Dita to my brother's kids because Dylan, the oldest, tried to say my name, and what he came up with was Dita. So could be Dita.
Yeah, my grandma for a long time was Yin Yang because we couldn't say grandma.
That's
There's just so
very
many
cute.
things.
I know. I got a little carried away. You
Oh
can,
my
if you don't
goodness.
like any of them, they don't have to be.
They're so
Little
little.
super baby. Yeah, there's also different sizes in there because I wasn't sure. You know. All
His
different
third
sizes.
month of life is just going to be so well dressed.
Yeah.
At this point. 6. We need some
Little
more 6
turtle.
months.
Mm-hmm.
Little turtle.
Little Toy Story.
Made to play.
Made to play.
Snuggle this muggle. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's cute.
A
And then
cute
this
little
is for
dino,
later.
little Lupin.
Little dino.
Oh,
And
6
then-
months.
Mm-hmm. Kind of variety. Somebody. Says All-Star. on it.
All-Star.
And then this one's for next St. Patrick's Day. Or maybe the one after.
Who knows?
Depends on how big you get.
He's ready to shamrock.
Ready to shamrock.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
There's so many things.
Well, yeah. I mean, they were all like 50 cents. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So it's like, I just, anything that sort of said anything remotely Schmidt to me, I just grabbed it. Tiny baby clothes.
Isn't it weird? He's tiny.
Yes,
He's
Bailey,
inside
the
of me.
dinosaur. He's inside of me.
Yeah.
Crazy.
You want to prove it?
You gonna dance for us?
Not right now.
No. Well, we're very chill.
I could eat just that whole wheel of cheese.
Me too. It's nummy. It's It's not good.
It's not good. It's not good,
Why
everybody.
not? Needs honey, maybe?
So, it's just like red raspberry leaf is kind of gross smelling. And I've never actually tried it. Like, we had it at the...
I did not. I just expected a nice, fruity, happy little
I expected
raspberry
it to
tea.
have additional flavorings. Because red raspberry leaf on its own just tastes like leaves.
It's leaves. Well, that's disappointing.
Yeah.
Sorry. Well, Mike's has a Snuggle the Smuggle outfit. Yeah, that one was cute. I liked the Snuggle the Smuggle.
Yeah.
Although it's white, which I feel like is a very bold move in a baby.
I don't know. A lot of people gave us just like plain white ones. Which I guess is a thing.
But they get so dirty so fast.
Yeah, but you can bleach them.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Or we have enough that you just throw it away.
Yeah. Or you just, sometimes you get little stains and like they're a baby. You forgive it.
I'm going to turn the fan on a little bit.
Once he gets that sweet cake, then he'll be dancing.
Yeah, true. He does enjoy a sugar time.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
You doing okay?
Hot.
Yeah. I'm so disappointed in that tea.
It's really bad.
I mean, it would be better with maybe honey. Maybe. It just tastes kind of like leafy water. Like if you're a kid and you're playing in grass and you
just
put it
drop
in
grass
water.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. White onesies are undershirts.
Yes.
Oh.
Here's a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you feel, this is my mom's feeling, and she will explain it to everybody as well,
Okay.
that the white onesies are for under whatever else they are wearing?
Wait, aren't onesies often the only?
Yeah, so like, Mom, would you put a onesie like under one of those zipper sleepers?
Like
Like a footy pajama?
I guess you could.
And
Or like if it's like the little overalls.
Yes. And
That
her
would be
point
very
is if
cute.
like you have like a two-piece set, like a shorts t-shirt, and they're a baby,
Yeah.
you should put an undershirt.
Your mom says yes. Alright.
Huh.
I mean, can't argue with that.
Because she says it's not comfortable to hold them if they're like shirts riding up and their skin is out.
And it's skin. Okay. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Have I just been chat shamed? I don't know.
I don't know. What did you say?
Yeah. Did you deserve it?
Yeah, my work baby shower, they did a design on onesie thing, and I have so many.
Oh my gosh. Kimberly, what's one thing you're looking forward to being able to do with that Prince bunny?
Oh, I was just talking about with Jay that I'm excited to like go to the zoo. Or like go do things that are like
Yeah.
kid-like, that I like.
That you actually secretly like as well?
Yeah.
Or
Like
not
a
so
zoo where you can
secretly.
go like brush the cows.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, the baby really wants to.
Yeah. We're
You
going to
meet
the
a cow.
aquarium. You could go see fish.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be fun.
I think it sounds fun. We usually do them
Yeah.
for every day, like the white onesie under a long sleeve to keep their
the
core
warm.
warm enough.
Interesting.
Okay, I guess the undershirts have it.
All right. I mean, I guess we won't be having that much trouble here when he's little.
Oh, and the onesie holds the diaper on,
To experience the zoo for the first time.
right? Show him a red panda.
Aww. There was a zoo. So
You
the
have-
first.
A glitter.
Oh. Where? How?
Oh, there was glitter in the.
Oh, the tissue
Tissue
paper. Yeah. Hilarious. The first place we shot was this house that had this like little toddler in it, like, and the dad just kind of took him away for the day, and the mom like stayed and hung out, and she was just like, "This is so cool, you guys shooting at our house." But it was right across the street from this huge park that had the zoo in it, and we could hear the lions roar. It was very
That's
cool.
So cool.
It was really neat. I didn't get a chance to go to the zoo. I was too busy. I love taking my nieces and nephews to the zoo and the science center. Yes, the
Does anyone
science
watch
center.
Abbott Elementary?
Yes, I love Abbott Elementary.
Are you caught up?
No.
They just went to the Franklin Institute. It's not a spoiler of any kind.
Oh, okay.
And I was just like, oh, then they find somewhere that like looks like the Franklin Institute in LA to shoot in. And then halfway through, I was like, they're in the Franklin Institute.
They actually met.
Yes,
Aww.
because they're in the heart.
cool.
You ever been to the Franklin Institute?
No, never.
Oh my god, we did Mom, was it Girl Scouts that slept over at the Franklin Institute?
Oh, that's cool.
But this episode of Abbott Elementary, they do a sleepover field trip at the Franklin Institute, and I was just like, I've done that.
That's fun.
It was very fun.
Yeah, I've never been.
It's a good one.
When I was a kid, we did Denver Museum of Nature and Science, except at the time it was the Natural History Museum.
Mm-hmm.
It's been renamed. But that sleepover was one of the coolest experiences of my life. That was really neat.
It was also the first time that I forgot to pack underwear to something.
No.
And I continue to do it to this day.
Oh my gosh. Aquariums are awesome for little kids, especially if they have one of those underwater tunnel things. Yes, those are so cool.
Oh yeah.
Girl
and
Scouts and
Sesame
Sesame
Place.
Place.
We slept at
Oh.
Sesame Place?
That's cool.
Or it was like part of the same outing.
Yeah, Muffin, it's a great show. Abbott Elementary, and it's an easy
It's
watch.
so good.
It's so cute. It's got like Office or Schitt's Creek-ish Parks and Rec vibes. Like there's the flavors of like the beloved sitcom, but it's very wholesome and sweet. It's wonderful.
It's so good.
The one here in Oklahoma has a bull shark tunnel you can walk under. Cool.
Wow.
Ugh. I got to Amanda.
My
did you
prom
ever
was
do
at the aquarium.
Oh, when I was in Toronto. You know, I don't think we ever did. We didn't have a ton of time because we were doing like 8 shows a week, and we were there for 5 weeks. We had a little bit of time. We went to a parade and stuff. We saw some things, but we just didn't have
parade.
mass parade. Yeah, I should have. I regret not taking more advantage of being in Toronto, but I just was too busy. That was a crazy time. I also didn't get to take advantage of being in Atlanta, really. I did go see the Dungeons and Dragons movie.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was really fun. The sound guy and I like immediately became nerdy friends, and then he was like, "Do you want to go see this movie with me this weekend?" And I was like, "Yes, I do." And then the script supervisor also came. She was amazing. It was really fun. They're so like little thin lips. How do they feel?
Like spongy? Was our Ladyfingers just like sponge cake cookies?
Yeah, that's exactly what they are.
Yeah. First birthday was the height of COVID.
Oh
And we had a drive-by Zoom birthday, and she got her own. And I made a bunch of mini cakes and baby food jars. That's so cute. What a good idea.
I mean, they're thin and little, but they seem right.
Should we eat one?
That's what I was thinking. Let's try one.
Part of me's like, should I put brie on it? No. They'll feel like Nilla wafers.
Mm-hmm. They taste good.
Mm-hmm.
I think they'll be yummy soaked in strawberry.
Yeah. That was great. Good job, us.
We did it. Yum yum. What's the head of it? Oh. I like that. That's like a joking on it. Oh no.
You okay?
Oh, good. Do you want to leave it in here to dip, or do you want to put it in like a bowl?
Let me a bowl.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It's so hot.
So just start check. No.
Oh.
No. One of these.
I could eat this whole brie. Who's Jonathan?
Paleo's name is Jonathan.
Oh.
Alright, so what is our play here? We've got the...
I know these starting to cool down a little bit, but not too much.
Yeah.
Make
Like
some whipped cream.
lukewarm. Yeah,
Take the cheese away from me.
Alright, so make whipped cream, and we're doing mascarpone and heavy cream and vanilla in it? Or is it just the two things? I don't remember.
Sugar.
Sugar. Sugar.
Sugar.
Sugar.
Wait, I tried to look up like ratios because again, this recipe.
It just didn't. We just kind of like pulled it off of TikTok.
I just watched someone make it and I was like, that sounds good. I want to make that.
Yeah, I mean, I think we can kind of do whatever. Yeah. So yeah, let's go ahead and make some cream. I'll go ahead and get rid of the chairs.
Okay. It was a little sweaty.
We did have the oven at 400 degrees.
That's true. That's why I turned it down.
Ooh.
Oh, I just kind of caught look at myself and I was like, oh, I look so fat. And I was like, oh, that's a baby.
That's a baby. Yeah. Not a thing. Okay, so I'm gonna basically make. So we're doing mascarpone and heavy cream and sugar. 1/3 cup. Okay. 1 mascarpone tub. Okay, the entire tub. Do we whip it all together or do we do the cream first?
I think you do it all once.
All in one?
Let's just do it.
Okay. Ooh, donuts. Mm-hmm.
I love
One day on set, the woman playing my 6-year-old best friend, who was so lovely. Her name's Ellen. She's major, like, Jamie Lee Curtis energy. She's such a great human. She brought fresh, like, warm Krispy Kreme donuts. Oh my God. I forgot how good those
They are, like, out of the oven.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Or fryer, I guess, rather.
Yeah. Yeah, they were so excellent. Where did the little... Oh, it's there. It's there. Thank you, guys. But yeah, Scott the prince was like, I want another one, but like I know I can't have another one, but I want it so badly, and he kept going to check to see if there was still one left and just getting upset when there was. That's pretty funny. It was pretty funny. Alright. And then what was it? A third cup of sugar?
Yeah.
And this is regular.
Regular sugar. Yeah.
Regular.
It's the perfect thing for sugar.
Ah, this is everything for sugar. Alright, let's get a third cup out of that.
Okay. Whip.
Whip.
So sorry about that tea.
I know, what a bummer. I'm sorry that my present to you is trash.
But I think it's one of those things where, like, at the end, I might just be like, make you drink that tea.
Yeah. I mean, if you add honey to it, it might be more palatable.
And maybe if I put, like, a tea bag of, like, fruity tea in there with it.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Yeah, I think a little vanilla. Why not?
Yeah. I think that'll be tasty.
And I'll do the paste. So it gets vanilla bean.
Did you need me to do any more hot water?
No. Where's the lid? Oh, here it is.
You know what this recipe kind of reminds me of?
No.
The Charlotte Roots. You know what I'm talking
Oh,
about?
yeah.
Like the wall with Ladyfingers and the strawberry. Strawberry with raspberry. That was the best one.
Maybe like,
Yeah, that's what I was doing. They were fermented, so I was trying not to break it. What's wrong?
it's split.
Should we which one first?
I think so.
Oh no. Alright.
How do we fix it?
Whip hard. Oh boy.
Yucky.
Okay. I'm not sure. Hey chat.
How do you fix split cream?
Because they were the same temperature, so it wasn't a
Yeah.
temperature thing. It's just the...
Should we like take it out?
We could strain it and like push it through a sieve kind of thing.
Yeah.
But
Because we don't have any more.
as markers can.
Do we have more cream? Not quite enough.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Does chat have any ideas?
No.
Okay.
No, it wasn't whipping long enough for us to have made butter, but
Oh, no. Yeah. I guess, yeah, maybe we just push it through. Although, this looks funny. Milk. Oh.
Well, we're just gonna start by just starting the cream over.
Yeah.
With just the cream.
Just let it whip a little bit and get a little more.
Maybe let's add some more.
Okay. I wonder if it makes sense to try and like mush that a little bit or like push it.
Maybe a little powdered sugar for like. Is that ready?
Yeah. Well, you know, it was a risk. We didn't have a recipe. We were just kind of winging it. We'll see. Yeah.
We'll find out.
I don't know if this helped anything, but
We're gonna find out.
got it first. Give that a minute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll be fine.
Google suggests that you can slowly add more cream and mix slowly to unbreak the whipped cream.
Well, we just we separated it.
But if it happens again, we can try that.
Yeah. Jaybird. Also, neither of us are in red, so get out of here.
Thanks, Jay.
I'm gonna put a little bit back in because now we just took the fat away. That would make it kind of whippy.
Okay. Slowly add more cream to unbreak the whipped cream.
Yeah.
We
Well, let's
shall
see. Always an adventure over here.
Uh-huh. Never a dull moment. Squelchy.
Ashley.
Instead of lady in red, it's Jaybird in red. I like the Z. So their layers are layer of fingers, then cream, then fingers,
Strawberries.
and then strawberries, and then fingers, and then cream again?
Yeah.
Oh. So only one layer of strawberries?
I guess
Is
so.
that right? Yeah. I guess it could be however
We
many
can put them
you
on
want.
top too.
As deco.
I'm nervous about this.
Yeah. I mean, absolute worst case scenario, we just do cream and sugar, like do whipped cream. I mean, it'll whip up and we can do... Well, we'll see. We could also spread mascarpone, you know what I mean? Like we could do like a cheese layer.
Yeah.
Might be kind of
Yeah.
weird.
Or we could send Jay out for heavy cream.
We could also do that.
Well, maybe as the people said, we shouldn't have taken it out. So
Yeah,
let's
let's get
just
it back
put
in there. Okay. And then we'll slowly add more cream.
Yeah, so now I'm just sad. Maybe we should always buy extras of everything just in case.
Do you have any ice cream in the fridge? Says your dad.
Nope.
Mm.
We could send that ice
I mean, yum yum.
cream. Yeah.
I love ice.
He's clearly not watching, or else he would be so. That would be very.
I've got a little more homogenized, maybe.
Jaybird, are you watching?
Two-sentence horror story. Do you have any ice cream in the fridge? No.
What?
Seems to be the problem.
We messed up something, and we don't have any extra ingredients.
Okay, what do you need?
Whipping cream and mascarpone.
Okay.
We think.
We think.
We're it's not for sure fail yet.
But it's not for sure good yet.
Barbara says it's all delicious ingredients, so it will delicious.
I can go right now.
Well,
Or you could just get ice cream.
we were trying to decide.
No. I don't think it's happening.
Can I see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does
I
this look
think-
like whipped cream to you?
Well, okay, so Rob says, get your shoes on, Dork. It was the best times, it was the worst times. It's separated.
That's butter, baby.
It's not butter.
It hasn't been working long enough for butter.
Yeah.
I think. Should we have whipped the cream first?
Yes.
Whipped the mascarpone first?
Oh, maybe.
If we
We're gonna
whip
look it up
that,
while you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Great. I will be back. Let me just grab my phone.
Thanks, Jay.
I'm
Sorry,
sorry.
I was focusing on something else. Sorry, I was.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh boy.
don't mind me. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
It is certainly not butter. Yeah, I feel like it's a.
Something should have happened first.
I feel like it's a mascarpone whip first. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's see.
All right. Mascarpone and heavy whipping cream.
Yes, please.
Please, thank you.
Sounds great.
And a treat for yourself on us.
I mean, we will give you a treat after.
Yeah. That's true.
Alright, this one says powdered sugar. Whisk the cream and powdered sugar until soft peaks form. In a small bowl, gently mix together the mascarpone, cheese, and vanilla. Add mascarpone to softly whipped cream and continue to whisk until mixture thickens and firm peaks form.
All right.
Did we just do it wrong?
Yeah, we just tried to do it all at once.
Patience.
Well-
you know me, I'm not good at it.
I know.
Anyone remember the Cool Whip jingle, says your dad? Thank you,
No.
Jay.
I have to go to I have to go down to the food town, so I might be just an extra.
That's fine.
I'll be quick like bunnies. So quick like bunnies.
Like a king bunny.
Thank you.
I'll leave it over here. So that when he comes back, he can be done. Oh no. Oh, sad. Ooh. Nice.
Well, what's up, everybody?
You know, have the mascarpone well chilled. Warm mascarpone will split very easily.
Oh,
I thought
well,
room temperature, baby. Okay, good. Mascarpone
Well.
has a high fat content and can curdle very easily. To avoid this, stop whipping as soon as you see the mixture thicken. Check the mixture, then beat a little more if needed. Okay, we're learning. We are learning. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, certainly not.
well, that's
the
I
end.
guess.
We've got a J handy, thank goodness.
Yeah. And he loves me enough to go to the store.
Oh, it's so gross. Oh no. Oh my gosh. I don't remember the Cool Whip jingle.
Yeah, I don't remember there being a jingle. Sing it to
Barbara
us.
says we're dating ourselves. Whip it
Was
good.
it just like, Cool Whip's cool? You should be cool too.
Devo? I don't know what Devo is.
You don't?
No, what's Devo?
It's a band
Oh,
with the weird hats.
what song?
Mm.
Muffin says, this is just extra hang time for us. You're right. We planned it. Ugh. I also am headed to my first in-person tutoring session.
Oh, really?
Because it's a younger sister of students I've worked with, two out of three of her older sisters. And the mom was like, I just want you to have like one session where you get to like meet her and get to know her a little bit. And I was like, okay. So I'm headed down to like East Central Park after this, yeah, for a 7 o'clock session. So that'll be interesting. We'll be done in time.
We can start like soaking.
We could, yeah. Are they?
Or would that gluten-free is tricky though.
I don't know. Should
Probably
we
shouldn't
soak one
soak
and
for
just
too
sort of
long.
see
Yeah.
what happens to it? Do like a little.
That happens.
Yeah. I mean, it didn't seem to like dissolve.
No.
Didn't seem to lose any structural integrity. Oh, there's the Whip It video. Thank you, AP. You
My
must
thing
whip it. Is that them? Oh, you taking it off?
Well, I feel bad when we did do that, but also
Well, I mean,
we had to.
we had to. I think we could probably dip and do the thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Those are supposed to be mushy.
Yeah. What are we going to do with the extra jam?
Oh.
It's very tasty. I brought backup strawberry jam. I had one backup. Alright, the lighter ones are a little bit less structurally sound.
Yeah, for sure.
Which makes sense. That'll fit perfectly.
I like that you're leaving it connected.
Because why not? It'll work great, and we can try and find a little one.
The other Z.
Yeah.
Just fit it right on top.
Oh my god, yes. Bleep, bleep. Sure. Should we get the Charlotte back on?
Yeah.
No.
We're really winning.
That's so funny. So we're just trying to do a layer of this,
Yeah.
right? So like, if I were to try to, I don't
You're
know,
about
just
to
make
cut
a
it.
little.
Yeah.
There we go.
Perfect.
It's all just a vehicle for
Maybe we do like a little.
little drizzle.
Yeah.
It's very tasty. I have never soaked a sponge before.
No.
The idea of soggy sponge kind of always bothered me, I think.
Yeah, me too. Which is why I didn't like tiramisu, I think, for a long time. But
Do you like it now?
Yes, I love tiramisu.
Okay, good. I was about to say, are we making something you don't like?
No, I love tiramisu.
Because what a significant bummer that would be.
I know. Okay, what should we do while Jay's at the store?
Well, should we pull out one of your broad-waisted games?
Oh my god. Which one?
I could tell stories of on set.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a fun one. Okay. Y'all ready for this? I had to be in a ball gown look. So I had this like really beautiful like prom dress basically, complete with white silk gloves. And long story short, we filmed the entire movie out of order. And so we'd filmed the scene, the ball scene, in pieces throughout the course of the experience. And we were filming, it was the penultimate day, so second to last day, and we were filming this like big climax of the movie. Everything's like very exciting, no spoilers, but like, you know, it's the big exciting moment, and I'm in this outfit. And we get to this point, there are like 25 extras all decked out in their ball gowns, and they're all like, I mean, in heels and stuff, and everybody's in overtime, like it's all very high stakes, and we cannot find the gloves. They are nowhere to be found.
No.
And we've filmed part of the scene already. So it's not like we can just lose the gloves and not worry about it because we've already filmed part of it. And so, so we're like, oh my God. So we start tearing apart the entire everything. There's a poor like wardrobe assistant who's like new, it's her first day. She like stepped in for the tail end of the shoot. So she's like, I'm so sorry, I don't know where they are. Like she was so nice and she was so scared that people were going to blame her for this. Like nobody blamed her. We were just like, gotta find the gloves. And so we're all looking and looking and looking. We cannot find them. We start shooting everything from here up to just get as much as we can. Just try and like hide the fact that the gloves are not there. And then cut to like 2 hours later, the art department is on either side of me with tablecloths trying to measure and like cut and trying to create gloves. And then the production supervisor sprints in holding a little bag and she goes, I found them! And she'd driven like 25 miles away and found gloves. It's like 10:30 at night at this point. And she comes in and I try on the first pair and they do not fit.
No.
And we all just go, oh, oh. And so then there was the second pair, the only other pair, and I tried them on and they're freaking perfect. And we all just went, yes! Like, so it's like now 11:30 or midnight and we're trying to film this like huge, big emotional climax of the movie. It was crazy. It was hilarious. But we got it done. We did it. It was wild.
Jay gave me his location for Valentine's Day.
Oh my gosh.
And so he's upstairs at Food Town where the
Incredible. Oh, he just moved. He gave you his location for Valentine's Day?
Yeah. Because he had never given it to me before.
Okay.
I was mad.
Oh. Well, there you go.
And that was my Valentine's Day present. I'm going to take a chair.
Yeah. I got you.
Okay.
Sorry. No, you're good. Are you okay?
Yes, keep standing.
Ding ding. Oh, that came funny. How much mascarpone?
8 ounces.
Yeah, just the little like
It's a tub.
little tub. Little mini tub. Ooh.
Yeah, we heard you and we have responded now. And I texted you too.
Okay. Oh my god.
The lesson is always buy extra. If we have to use all of something.
It's true. We should probably clean that out so there's no fat in it when the cream needs to book up, right? Another thing? Or is
I
that
have
just
no
for
idea.
idiots? I'm gonna do it just
Okay.
to like just because
Just to take all of the
variables
away.
Yeah.
What a rare one.
I also, while I was at the rap party specifically, they had like a 90s, early 2000s playlist on, and Avril Lavigne came on, and Scott, the prince, and I were both like, oh my god, you remember Avril Lavigne? And we both like
Obsessed
went on
with
this
her.
major Avril Lavigne kick, and the other day I turned it on while I was cleaning. I did like Avril Lavigne radio, and I forgot how many bops she had.
Yeah, I went to an Avril Lavigne concert like as
You
part of
did?
like the one of those radio concerts.
Oh my god,
It
how
was her and
cool.
Kelly Clarkson. It was a great day.
That sounds like a really fun concert.
It's complicated.
All right. Did you know the song "Anything But Ordinary"?
I do all of the songs.
Okay, "Anything But Ordinary" though, like, was my jam in a way that was so, like, when I was my weird little self losing friends, I was like, but I'm anything but ordinary, please. Like that was the song I was rocking out to in my bedroom.
Oh my God.
Feeling so angsty. Anybody know Avril Lavigne? She's the national treasure.
She's Canadian.
International treasure.
Yeah.
That song was also so hard to sing. I remember trying to bring it into school as like an audition song and just finding it nearly impossible to sing in any kind of meaningful way because she jumps like an octave.
Oh, really?
Is it enough to run, love? Is it enough to bleed? Somebody rip my heart out and leave me here to bleed. Is it enough to die? Somebody save my life. I'd rather be anything but ordinary, please. It's like a really hard song.
Good for her.
Very difficult. Yeah, she did great. My sister dressed up as Avril Lavigne for Halloween one year. That's so fun.
That's fun. With a tie over a white turtleneck.
Oh my god, she was so hot.
And a vest. Oh my god, Avril.
Yeah, she was always the kind of like cool that I never could have pulled off to save my life, but I thought she was so awesome.
She was.
Oh my gosh. And now I'm back to life, and all of my students are asking to meet and canceling on me last minute and making my
You can't
life
cancel.
harder. But that's the thing is they can't. That's policy.
What's the policy?
If they cancel and I can reschedule within a week, they don't get charged and I don't get paid.
Mm-hmm. With how much notice does that rule?
0. So
That sucks.
all 3 of my students this morning tried to cancel on me. 2 of them succeeded, and the third one I was like, please don't. I have no time. Like, I cannot make it work. And he's like, I'm just really tired. And I was like, please power through. I know you're tired. I'm so sorry. Please let us
Do you
just
cancel a dance class, like a private lesson,
Yeah.
with less than 24 hours notice?
Mhm.
It's gone.
Oh,
You don't get to make it up.
it's just gone?
And you don't, and our teacher still gets paid.
Must be nice.
Because they took their time to hold that piece of their day.
Yeah.
And so they get paid to do it, whether you show up or not.
Yeah. That used to be how it was. And then things changed.
Well, they should change back.
They should.
Because you can't put teenagers in charge of that shit. Because you know that mom doesn't want her to cancel.
Yeah. Ugh. And one of them tried to like gaslight me into saying that I didn't confirm it, and I was like, I have the receipts, dude, and your parents are copied on the receipts.
Yeah.
I have emails. You said yes. Yeah, no notice at all is ridiculous. One of them, to be fair, was legitimately sick. She had the stomach flu. So like, that's fair.
And there are
I do not
extenuating
blame her.
circumstances where whatever, fine.
Yeah. This other one, though, tried to, like, gaslight me into thinking that I hadn't confirmed this with him. And he was like, well, I have a lacrosse practice. And I was like, well, why did you agree? Why did you agree to
Why did you agree to this time?
Anyway, so
Yeah.
just...
24-hour minimum.
I had such I was riding such a high from the movie. I was so happy. I felt so, like, in the right place, like, doing what I do best. I felt good at what I did. Like, all of it was going so well. And then I came...
Get Kimberly answer the phone and try and cancel.
Oh, my God, yes.
Yeah.
They just text me, too. That's the other thing, is they don't even do it, like, in person. Anyway, so I was feeling so good. And, like, even Adam was like, you've, like, lost the bags under your eyes. Is that where you store your sadness? Like, what happened? Because I was just feeling so good. And, like, even, like, the stressors, the things that were hard just, like, didn't touch me. You know, they just didn't get to me. And so I was in such a good place, and I came back and started dealing with sort of the everyday stressors.
Ugh.
And I feel like within, like, 2 days, I was just back to feeling like there was, like, an elephant on my chest. Like, the amount of anxiety and just, like, the weight of all of that. And I was like, that's such a bummer that, you know, I didn't realize, like, how unhappy I was until I went away and was, like, blindingly happy. And then coming back and being like, wow, yeah, too much stress is something that has really been weighing on me, and, like, I didn't realize how much so. And, like, what a significant bummer that is my day-to-day. And like, that sucks. That sucks.
It does. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
That's okay. I'm alright. Like, I'm fine. Things are mostly good. Just like, it was a little glimpse into what could be, and I am checking out, says Jay. Thank you, Jay.
I love you so much.
You're the best.
You don't have to leave the house again at all today. I'll buy you dinner.
Yeah, is that where you store your sadness? He literally said that to me, and I was like, well,
Apparently.
Yeah, and I was like not getting enough sleep, but I still like didn't have the huge bags under my eyes, which is significant. Schmigadoon Season 2, any thoughts, says AP. I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, yeah, me either. I need to, though.
Oh, Muffin. Amanda, I really feel that. Went to San Diego for 2 weeks, and coming back, I cried every day for like 3 days. That sucks. Yeah, man. It's good to get little, breaks, but it's definitely can make the everyday grind.
The coming back.
Much harder.
Mm-hmm.
And I did this audition yesterday for actually a show that shoots in Philly.
Ooh!
I know. And randomly, the director...
You can stay with my parents.
Okay, perfect. The director is the same director that I worked with on Godfather of Harlem. She only did 2 episodes of it, and one of them happened to be the one I was in. And I was like,
Oh, I'm ready on Godfather
I mean-
Father. Did you hear from me, my friend Danielle? Oh, Danielle and Steve. I remember my birthday.
oh, yeah.
He's recurring on Godfather of
Oh
Harlem.
my god, that's so cool. I mean, if I met him that day that I worked, because I only worked 1 day, and I was glorified extra. Like, I was a co-star technically,
Fair.
and like had my own chair, but like I was very overwhelmed. So like anybody I met that day was like, that was my first big.
Also, he's a
role.
stage name, so if you met him and his
then
name
it
was
would've been-
Steve, you would
okay.
not have known.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did this audition, and it was for like a female officer. That was the name, female officer. Had talking to a young kid, like a young black kid, about like his dad getting arrested, and it was so heavy and so sad, and I was like, oh my god, this is such a like harsh left turn from what I was doing. This like happy, fluffy, light little. Oh no! Yeah, it was really heavy. It was really sad.
Well,
Yeah.
book
But
it.
Your mom is loving Schmigadoon.
course she is.
Chicago.
Oh, yeah,
is that what it's
Chicago.
called?
Uh-huh.
Chicago.
This is all 70s musicals
That's
this time.
very fun. Oh man.
Apparently it's very good. Because I think they like figured out what really worked in season 1.
Yeah.
Then my friend was like, I think I just understand the references more because she knows these musicals better.
Okay, fair.
And I was just like,
Yeah, the other ones were a little more classic.
yes, which I know very well.
I mean,
so I was
me
like,
too.
I was like, what do you mean? We didn't all take Golden Age of Musical Theater history.
What's your favorite Golden Age musical?
I don't know, just Oklahoma. Classic.
Classic.
Allegro I find the most interesting because it didn't do well,
Oh, yeah.
but the music is still
The
good.
music is good. Mm-hmm.
And I wrote my senior thesis on it. So
Did you really? Oh, that's fun. Huh.
What is yours?
I asked that question, and then I was like, I don't know my answer here. I really, nope, it's gone from my brain now. Carousel, like, impacted me in a really strong
Yes.
way. So, like, for whatever reason, that one, like, hit home or, like, resonated in a really, like, painful way. I'm good. I'm
Your
fine.
domestic
All is well.
abuse history.
No, but a little.
Okay.
I was going through a relationship at the time that was not very healthy, and like I think it just like
sure.
it. And I sang. I did a scene
Oh,
as
you do-
Carrie.
What, Cease's Wondering or something?
No, it was the cute scene when the children are asleep.
Oh, yeah.
So like it was very fluffy and like, but I deep dive into the show and then just got really like heavy.
Yeah.
Does that
sure.
make sense?
Uh-huh.
Like, it's a very dark show, even though it's also like clam bake, like very silly.
Clam bake and suicide.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yep.
I feel like I would have gone far in my music schooling if I had realized or known the community college I went to had a musical theater department.
Oh, fun.
Classical
Yes.
voice is not for me. Yeah, classical voice is a very
Different thing.
different vibe.
And I basically had to do both because
Yeah,
I
I
had
did
a
too.
music degree with a concentration in musical theater. So
Oh,
I
okay.
had to do like full ass juries. Did you have to do juries?
Oh, no, I didn't, but I did a version of that in high school actually, because I did a lot of like classical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had to do juries, and so if you're a musical theater major, one of your 3 songs each semester could be in musical theater, but then your 2 other ones had to be art songs. Or like
okay.
or it had to be in a different language. And so obviously there were not a lot of musical theater songs in another language.
Yeah.
So your English song was always
Musical theater.
a musical theater song.
Right. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And they like famously never asked for the musical theater songs at the juries. And they would just want you to sing the 2 like opera songs.
I hate that. That's
And
not
then
fair.
of course, I get up there and I'm like, they're not gonna ask for my theater song.
And then
Then they just go, oh well, let's hear the Sondheim. And I just went, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And another 100 people just got off of the train. Like,
Oh my god.
and that was the one year that I was like, but I really like my German song. It's true, I really liked my German. I love singing in German.
One thing I wish I could do is sing. You can sing, Star Runner. Anybody can sing.
Jay, you can take your time on the stairs.
Oh, Jay.
I feel so bad now.
I do too.
Oh no.
Jay gets a big hug and the biggest slice of tiramisu.
He can eat the whole thing.
With just a big spoon.
We have a big blue spoon, my favorite spoon, and he can get in it. It just sounded like Jay so hard.
Yeah. Not in tune. Tune
What is tune?
Overrated. I think singing is a joyful expression, and anybody who tells you you can't do it can stuff it.
Yeah, Muffin Cupcake. The thing about the one classical song is I had my voice teacher who was also the musical theater teacher, and so he knew how to pick classical songs that were fun,
Yeah.
or like were in that same kind of
If my
vibe.
dog were green.
Oh, I don't know. That
You don't know that one?
No.
Oh my god, you ready?
Yeah.
If my dog were green, I never would be seen without a sea green bonnet, with an enormous feather upon it. It's the weirdest song about a green dog, and it's like, if my dog were green, all of these things, and then at the very end, she goes, and what sets the matter even more agog, I haven't any dog. It's
That's
like
hilarious. Is it
the
Gilbert and Sullivan?
weirdest.
Or some weird English art song?
I don't remember. I think it's just an English art song. It's not Gilbert and Sullivan, no. It's so
What was my English art
funny.
song? Oh, there are fairies at the bottom of our garden.
Oh,
Do you know that song?
yes, I do. Oh
I sang
my
it for
God.
Billy Porter once at a
Oh.
workshop.
That's cool.
Because he was like, you're a soprano, sing this. And then he was just like, don't sing that.
No singing on the show. Hello.
Hello. Have I told you lately how much I love you?
Me too.
And that you get to eat this whole tiramisu with a spoon.
With a spoon. I got gluten-free bread.
Oh, so many things.
And an energy drink.
Yeah, I got stream drinks for myself.
And Mastercard.
I doubled up.
Two.
Wait, where'd my seltzer go? There it is.
You already took it out.
Stream drinks.
Thank you, Jay.
I love
Hey,
you.
cookies in the chat for Jay. All things in the
Yeah,
chat
everything.
for Jay.
It's my pleasure, you guys. I'm proud of you guys for sticking with it.
Thank you.
It didn't work, and that's okay. That's how it goes sometimes. Peaches never say die. Good job.
That's right.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I'm very proud of you both.
I just measured that much.
Keep working.
Seemed like enough.
Okay. I will look up the. It says.
No, I just looked at the recipe that I looked at.
Oh, okay. I just
hadn't read the
one
part
cup.
that said add whipping cream.
1 cup and then a 1/4 cup of the powdered sugar.
Okay.
Alright.
But it says, let's see, whipping cream to soft peaks and then add the sugar.
All right.
We're back, everybody.
We're back.
I'm sitting down.
Oh, so
I
yours
have
says
started doing a lot
cream
of-
and powdered sugar until soft mix
Oh.
form. Yours says separately.
Yeah. But does this say regular sugar? This says regular sugar.
Oh, interesting. So maybe the powdered sugar doesn't weigh it down as much.
Huh. I started doing a lot of things sitting down that I used to do standing up.
Oh yeah.
Like blow drying my hair.
Oh, nice.
I sit on the edge of my bed.
Yeah. So do we want to do powdered sugar or regular sugar? Okay.
Weird.
Then I think it's a little bit close to the frosting, isn't it?
Why is Gary calling me?
I just saw that.
Yeah, he just got back. What? Huh? Oh. Oh, Jaybird, apparently there's a trailer
Oh no.
and you actually have to leave again. Bye.
Oh.
That's what Gary just said.
What's the trailer?
Ahsoka.
No. Are you serious?
I don't know. Let me look. How would I know?
Oh
I
my
haven't
god.
even showered.
How do you
Oh my
spell
God.
it? Well, take a shower.
That's gotta be a joke. That better not be a joke.
Oh my
These
god.
all say 2 weeks ago. Anyone, do you know? Is it? It's a lie?
Oh my god. Gary, what a goof. Very rude.
Wait,
Jay-
that was a joke?
I think it's a
I think
joke.
it's a joke,
Or
Jay.
he's gonna send that joke because there was nothing funny about that?
Yeah, that's not, Gary, that's very upsetting. You don't want to inhale the sugar?
No, I was worried about tonight inhaling the sugar. Hashtag damn it, Gary. Hashtag blame fit. Alright, and then we're adding mascarpone to softly whipped cream and continue whisking until the mixture thickens and firms even more. Okay.
Does this look like enough?
Yeah, that looks like plenty. We'll add the mascarpone.
Yeah.
Alright, go team. Go Jay.
OJ.
Okay.
MVP.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll add it in like,
And pieces.
huh?
In pieces, you mean?
Yeah.
Continue to whisk. Be careful not to overbeat or
Yeah,
the
it
mixture
says-
could split.
Well, so what happens when we don't read ahead?
That's it. So then should we actually get all of it in there so we don't
Yeah.
overbeat it? And warm mascarpone can split very easily, which now we know. Now we know. If I get modded, I decry that Fett must be treated thusly.
Okay.
And now we beat until it's thicker and stiffer beats, is what it said.
But not too much.
It's not exactly.
Should we show Charlotte?
Yeah.
Everyone, watch us not ruin it.
It's looking much better than last time.
So much better. I'm
That got
so
timed
nervous.
I mean, that does look like stiff, you know, pipeable. Like, it looks stiff. Looks thick.
I feel like that's perfect.
Yeah,
right?
I think it's ready. I
Okay.
think we do it. All right, so now do we spread or do we pipe?
I think we spread.
I think we spread too. Okay, great. So we'll do a layer, and then we'll do strawberries, and then we'll do more ladyfingers.
It's happening.
All right. Now we're in business. I'm going to find some pretty
Yeah, you
strawberries.
do the berries. You're good at pretty.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe Jay went to the store for
I
us.
know.
That was so nice. Love you, Jay.
I love you. Pretty soon you'll be running out to the store for diapers, so.
Oh. Yum, yum. It's also very much not strawberry season, so we had to sacrifice a lot of berries in there. As I was cutting them, they were not the best quality.
It has been so like warm that I've just been so like, it's spring!
Spring!
It's summertime, we're here! Yummy.
Yeah.
These also don't have to be pretty because we're filling
That's true. We're going to cover them.
Fill them up.
You're right. You're right. Should we do a thicker layer then?
Yeah.
Put more in there.
It's almost like strawberry shortcake,
It's almost like a strawberry shortcake.
which I love.
All right. More Ladyfingers. Okay. Bleep, bleep. Will you read that?
I find that these systems make me take stock of what is around me and any chores I have been rejecting at my own home. Thanks for keeping me motivated. You're welcome.
Oh,
What systems?
these streams.
Oh. Streams. Sorry.
Oh, happy to help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've been in my home, so you know exactly what chores I've been neglecting.
It's same.
Yeah, you've been in both of our houses very recently.
Oh my gosh, the amount of chaos that my current home is in. I mean, it's fine. It's
Adam,
great.
keep it well while you were gone?
Adam did
I
great.
feel like he's not one to like leave a mess.
No, he's very organized and he's got his systems. It's more the like we have so much extra tech now, so we just need to kind of reconfigure
Yeah.
how things are structured in our home, which is fine. We will figure it
Yeah,
out.
we're in the same way. Just our extra tech is baby stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this little guy's gonna go here. Just gonna like bloop bloop. I'm gonna do one more little.
Yeah, we might do one here.
There we go.
Maybe one there.
Sure. All right, another layer of cream. I'm getting so much texture time today.
I know.
All right, so this is the top layer of cream, and then we'll do strawberries on top to decorate, or do you want to do the sprinkle of the flavored?
Well, that is what makes it
powder?
like tiramisu looking, right?
Yeah, I think we should. Also, because it's strawberry flavored, and
Yeah.
that's fun.
But do you think that is meant to be like eaten like that? You're not diluted as a coloring? Because it's food coloring.
Yeah, I guess that's true. We want to do the Jell-O instead.
We can add a little bit of the food coloring to the Jell-O. Or whatever. I don't know.
I mean, my thought was just kind of doing like a little drizzle, but like a little put it in the sifter.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Well, maybe take a taste of it.
Okay.
And make sure it's okay.
Should we do the strawberries afterwards or first?
Yeah, after.
Mmm. We also have so much extra strawberry sauce, so we should get ice cream.
Yeah. Mmm. Jay? No. Just kidding. And red is the strawberry one?
Red is the strawberry one.
So I'm going to go like this. We know what it tastes like. Like nothing.
Okay, so we'll do Jell-O instead?
I guess.
Mm.
Why not?
Sure. Alright, ready? Oop, that just goes straight through.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Mm-hmm.
It's so pretty.
Yeah, that's kind of fun. Great.
Don't you use all the red stuff too, just for added varietal?
Sure. Here's the red stuff. You have it. Oh, it's
Oh, I do. Oh.
That's cool looking.
Oh, no. Okay, strawberries.
Strawberries. I'll just do like a little.
Yeah, just get fancy.
Fancy. Yeah, just little guys. plan. I don't know. We could probably just do lots of.
Little guys around the edges.
Mhm. There's not that many pretty ones.
I know. Littles. Yeah.
Yeah. A little more.
Ta-da!
Yeah, ta-da! Okay, let's see how it tastes. Mmm. See the layers? Kinda.
Yeah.
Alright, let's try and cut into her.
Okay.
How do you want to do this?
Scoop. Scoop.
Oh, Jay! Come get your reward.
Okay.
Alright. Oh, if only we could share with all of you, Star Runner. We would love to. It does look kind of like strawberry shortcake.
It does.
Yeah.
There's one.
Mm. Look at those layers.
There's one.
Alright. Get us, what do you think, spoons?
Yeah.
Alright,
Okay.
should we turn off Charlotte?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Thoughts?
Thank you for saving the day.
It's my pleasure. I always got your back.
Mm.
Mm.
A soaked sponge. I don't hate it.
Yeah, do you like tiramisu?
I don't know.
Oh.
I was trying to remember when I've had it last. And I don't remember. Mm.
That's yummy.
Mm-hmm. It's actually a really nice crust to the Ladyfingers that I like. Unexpected.
Jaber, can you tell us gluten-free?
No. Actually.
Aha.
Alright.
This is heaven.
Very yummy. Very fresh and summery.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I feel like if you leave it in the fridge, it would just get better.
Yes.
Definitely. Yum. We did it.
We did it with a little help from our friends.
I would like more.
Get in there, man.
I want more.
Scoop.
I'm not gonna take a bunch.
Uh-oh.
What?
Oh no.
Little food dye on the top.
Okay. No.
That's nummy.
Yummy. Highly recommend. Just don't mess up your mascarpone.
Yeah, just don't do it without a recipe.
Just read. Read first.
Next time.
Don't just watch TikTok and go, it looks like she put them all in at the same time.
Yeah. I have so much extra strawberry sauce. Look at that. You could jar that.
Strawberry simple for you, baby.
I like this.
Cocktails.
I like this very much.
Yay!
Yay! Thank goodness.
This was worth
Worth the trip to the store?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Okay, thank God.
Thank God.
Because I was just like, I don't want to eat just Ladyfingers and strawberries.
No, and I would be so sad. The cream makes it.
The cream is what it is.
And it's nice with the mascarpone.
Yep.
Like, not just whipped cream.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I like these little cookies.
Yeah. They're little guys.
You guys did a good job.
Thank you.
Way to persevere.
Hoorah!
I'm proud of you.
With friends like
Proud of
ours.
us too, yeah. Oh.
Hello.
Oh boy.
All right, baby needs to sit down.
Yep. All right. Thanks for hanging in there with us, gang. We love you very much.
Bye.
We'll be back
Love
soon.
you.
Mwah.
Next week. Which one is the end? Is it this one?
Yeah.